Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya coming back at you again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Bahashem Chakodash. And before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Chakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the millstone who rule well, and salutation to the Akim out there pushing his word with sincerity, with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. The title of the lesson is going to be, there is only one nation that salvation is for. Right? Because when you go to church, especially, us brothers who used to be part of the world, man, you will go to church, you will go to whatever sect of church you go to, that teaches you about, that reads the Bible, they'll tell you that salvation is for everybody. They'll tell you that anybody can be saved as long as you believe. They'll tell you that it doesn't matter, that Yahushua came and died for the whole world. And this is the favorite verse I like to use right here in John 3:16. But they don't know how to break it down correctly. Like I said, they'll tell you that anybody can be saved, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the case. When you break this scripture down correctly, like I'm about to break it down, it shows you, it'll show you, if you really put this this verse into context with all the other with the Bible, you're gonna see that this word "world" doesn't mean what they tell you it means, what these churches tell you that it means. And really, all you gotta do is, like I'm gonna go into right now. All you gotta do is go into the Greek, and you'll see the difference. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So this is John 3:16. It says, "For the Most High so loved the world." I'm reading verbatim. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." So, like I said, they use this all the time. They love putting this everywhere, as to say that anybody can be saved as long as you believe. They love this verse. This is their favorite verse out of the whole book. This is like their favorite verse. And they don't even put it in context. They don't use it correctly. They don't apply it correctly. Because if they find out what this verse really means, then they're gonna, they wouldn't use it no more. But since it has this world, like if it said, "For God so loved the Israelites that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life," then they wouldn't use this. But it says "world," which we're gonna get into right now. John 3:16. World. The word there is cosmos, which means an apt and harmonious arrangement. A harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, government. So what government is this talking about, man? When you put it in context, it's talking about the Israelite government. What order? The Most High's order that he put among the Israelites. And it says, and constitution, which that's the order. That's the constitution that the Most High gave us, his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the order, right? Which is an harmonious arrangement, because that keeps us in tune, in line with the world. His laws, his statutes, and commandments is a harmonious arrangement that the Most High created for us to live by, right? And that constitution, like I said, he only gave it to us. So this whole, let me get that actually. It's in Psalms. Psalm 147 and 19. It says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. See, he showeth his word, this truth, unto Jacob. His statutes, his laws, statutes, and commandments, and his judgments unto Israel. So all this was given unto Israel, man. So it says, he had not dealt so with any nation. No other nation has received this truth, man. No other nation has received these laws, statutes, commandments, the judgments, the word, the prophets, and everything within the Bible, within the truth, within the word, has been given to no other nation but us. We're the only ones that the Most High sent Yahweh Shah to die for the nation of Israel. It says, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So we're going to go back to Psalm 147 in a minute, but, going back to here, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, that means, like I said, cosmos, which means only a certain sect of the world, which is the Israelites. That's who he came for Israel. Because he considers every other nation as nothing. He only loves Israel. I mean, you could just on that one precept, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. The Most High doesn't love Esau; he hates him. So this ain't talking about the whole wide world. This is talking about a nation. This is talking about a certain world, which is the world of the Israelites. Right? So it says, for Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him, and not just whosoever, not whoever believes. This is only whichever Israelite believes. Right? That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And these Christians, man, they can't wrap their mind around this. They don't understand it. They just say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and that's pretty much all that they use up. Oh, and whosoever believeth in him should not perish, or whosoever shall believe in him. But they don't even understand this part. Should not perish, but have everlasting life. They don't even understand that part either. Now let me get this. Let me go back to Psalms 147. So it says, I'm going to read it from the top again, or read it from 19 again. It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So like I said, these the laws, the statutes, the commandments, and everything within it was only given to Israel, only to Jacob, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're the only people that this was given to. And like I said, right here, the judgments, even the judgments also, which are the curses, things that we went through. No other nation went through what we went through. Only us. I'm going to prove that. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Let me start at 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. So this is why, when you read this whole chapter, it talks about the blessings, the top, and then once you reach like midway, it starts talking about the curses. All the things that will come upon us if we disobey the Most High. So if we obey the Most High, it shows you all the blessings that He will bestow upon us. You know, but if we disobey Him, all these curses that are listed in this chapter will come upon us. So let me read this again. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee. Pretty much meaning like, hey, there's no escape. There's no escape for these curses. You can leave to outer space and the curses will still come upon you. You can go to another. You can leave America and go to an island somewhere random, a remote island, and the curses will still fall upon you, man. There's no escape. So it says, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. Which it happened to us, man. We were destroyed. All these curses plagued us until we were destroyed, man. Till we lost our nationality, or really lost our knowledge of who we were, fell away from the Most High, forgot about the Most High, started worshiping all these other gods, praising white man Jesus, forgot um, our true power. We started just being wild, man. So it says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, right? We didn't obey the Most High. We didn't keep to the old ways, um, to the ways of our forefathers. We didn't hearken unto the prophets, right? So it says, thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep His commandments and His statutes which He commanded thee, right? Because that was a commandment, man, to keep His statutes and commandments, man. To love the Most High. And how do you love the Most High? By keeping His statutes and by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. So now let me go down. Salakia. Let me go down to 64. It says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. That's what happened to us, man. We were scattered among all these other nations. And that was the Most High who did that. As a curse that came upon us, to be scattered among every nation, to be scattered among throughout the whole earth. Making us forget our nationality, having us worship all these other gods, having us accept these other customs of these other nations. That's a curse. So it says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, and we're scattered among all people, man. You can find Israelites among every nation. You can find Israelites in China, in Japan, in Australia, in Arabia, in Africa, in Russia, and all throughout Europe. Just because they might not look like us. They might not look like your typical Israelite. That don't mean that they're not Israelites. We got whenever you're mingled with among other nations, they're gonna end up looking different. They're gonna have, like, for example, Blake Griffin. That's a great example we always use. Blake Griffin's son. Blake Griffin. His mom is white. or so-called white. His mom was an Edom. So I think I believe she's an Edomite. I don't know, but his wife is an Edomite. I mean, not his wife. His mom's an Edomite. His dad's a Judite, I believe. And then he got married with Edomite. And take a look at his son. You know, he looks like a straight up Edomite. But he's not. He's a Jake. But he looks like one. So that right there shows you uh, that that right there shows you that hey, there could be Israelites that look uh, Moabitish, that look like a Hamite, that look like an Ammonite, that look like a Ishmaelite, Elamite, you know. But they could be Jake. There's some Jakes that could look like a Edomite and look like Jake. Because we were mingled, we were scattered among these other nations, man. So it says, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Which that's exactly what we did, man. We were started worshiping all these other gods, man, all these other idols. From back then even until now. So let me go down. Actually, let me get Nehemiah. Yeah, Nehemiah 1. Nehemiah 1 and verse 8, it says, remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad the nations. You see? So that's what we just read. That's what we just read in Deuteronomy 28. You know, we fall away if we transgress His law, if we transgress the Most High, that He will scatter us among the nations, and that's a curse. That's a curse that we went through, that we suffered through, right? So it says, but if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto, so like, let me read this again. But if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet I will gather them from forth thence, and bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. To set my name there. Right? So, you know, even though we were scattered throughout these other nations, if we hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, you know, through the prophets, if we turn away uh, from the ways of this world, from the ways of these other nations, you know, these customs, these traditions, then we would, and if we turn back, like I said, to the Most High, then he will deliver us from there. Because Jake is oppressed, no matter where he's at, he's going to always be oppressed by these other nations. So I'm pretty sure you got Jake in China being oppressed, in Japan being oppressed, you know, in Arabia being oppressed, in Australia, in Africa, in Russia, and all these other countries throughout Europe. I'm pretty sure there's Jake everywhere. Because even here in America, man, we're all oppressed. South America, Central America, you know. Like I just read earlier, man, these curses are going to cleave unto us. No matter where we go, these curses are always going to cleave unto us. You know, and Jake's being oppressed, no matter where they are, they're always going to be oppressed. So if you turn back, if you turn away from these ways, from your wicked ways, if you turn back from following these customs of these other nations, and you turn to the Most High, then he can deliver you out of that, which is going to happen through the way of Yahweh Shah, when he comes back with his angels in them chariots and destroys America and takes us out of here. right? He's going to bring us back into Israel, and it's going to be peace forever. We're going to be rulers, man. We're going to be kings, judges, princes. And these other nations ain't going to have no more power. They're going to be under us. They're going to be under subjection. We're going to have dominion. So now let me go to, scroll down to verse 68, show you the major curse that we went through, really. It says, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, which is this right here. America is spiritual Egypt, because they put us through slavery. Whatever happened in Egypt, what happened in Egypt? We were in slavery for a long period of time. And the same thing here. And we're still in slavery here in America. So here in America is spiritually Egypt. So it says, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. And that's exactly what happened, man. We were sold here. We were taken as captives and made and turned into slaves. Turned into slaves. Right? And it says no man shall buy you, meaning no man is going to redeem us. The only one that's going to redeem us is Yahweh Shah. If we turn from our wicked ways, turn from these the ways of this world, and return back to Yahweh Shah and wait upon him, he's going to deliver us out of here, man. So now let me go to, but anyway, going into how, going into the judgments, that was given unto Jacob, how no other nation has known his judgments, only Israel. This is what we went through, man. From the northern kingdom all the way down to the southern kingdom. From Judah all the way down to Issachar. We went through all this. This mainly pertains to the southern kingdom, because they were brought in from Africa all the way over here to Egypt, spiritual Egypt, America. But this is also talking about northern kingdom, because we went into slavery too here, and we were taken by ships over to Spain or all these other parts in Europe. Northern kingdom went in slavery first, and then southern kingdom came and got the brunt of it here in America. So our nation as a whole, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, went through the curses. This does not pertain to Esau. This does not pertain to no other nation but Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This does not pertain to no other nation. This ain't talking about no other nation. Look in history. No other nation went through this but us. We're the only people in the world that went through this. No one else. So what the hell are these churches talking about, man? They're lying to y'all. They're just there to keep y'all blind, to keep y'all dumbed down in a dead state of mind. That's what they're there for. They ain't there to wake y'all up. Let me get that. This is Baruch. Baruch 3. Go down to 4. It says, O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and not hearkened unto the voice of thee their power, for the which cause these plagues to cleave unto us. You see? We sinned against the Most High. That's why these plagues cleave unto us, man. That's why these curses are upon us. And if you read it, and if you miss it, it says, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children. Pretty much because we're spiritually dead, man. I mean, we were spiritually dead and mentally dead, mentally in a dead state of mind, you know, because we fell off. We disobeyed the Most High, you know. Just to further back that up, let me get Proverbs 21 and go down to 16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." You see, if you wander out of the way of understanding, if you fall away from this word, this truth, and you're going to be in the congregation of the dead. You're going to be dead, spiritually, mentally, which is Jake right now. Most of Jake, not all of Jake, because you got Jake waking up now, but most of Jake is still dead, in a dead state of mind. They still believe that they're black, they still believe that they're Mexican, they still believe that they're Puerto Rican, Costa Rican, Honduran, you know what I mean? They still believe that they're different nations, that Southern Kingdom or Northern Kingdom is a different nation. You know, they don't believe that they're one people. You know, but those that are waking up, because you do have a lot of Israelites that's waking up now. Those that are waking up, you know, that's prophecy being fulfilled from Ezekiel 37. Them dry bones, man, being waking up, being risen up, and joining, you know, one to another. Now let me go back to the Apocrypha. Let me go to Baruch 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." See? This law is what keeps us alive, man. Alive. You know, this is what's waking us up. This law, statutes, and commandments. This truth is waking up those that do believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Is waking us up, bringing us to life. But those that don't accept it, you know, are dead. Because we were once, as a nation, dead. Spiritually. You know, we were once dead before. Like I said, we were those dry bones. But now we're coming back to life, man. That breath of life is being breathed unto us again. Which is this word. This word is waking us up. So now let me go to Romans 6:23. It says, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh our Lord." But it says, the wages of sin is death. So if you sin, all you're going to receive is death. It says, but, you know, through Yahweh, you know, having faith, which that's a gift, you know, for the Most High is the faith. You know, us having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that's what we're going to be delivered, man. That's what we're going to receive eternal life. You know, but not just the faith. Also through our works, you know, because faith without works is dead. But let me get Ephesians. Ephesians 2, verse 8, it says, "For by grace ye are saved through faith." See? That's how we're going to receive salvation from, man. Through the grace that the Most High, that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave us, through that grace period, and through our faith, that's how we're going to be saved. It says, "And not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High." So that's that gift, man. Faith. Each brother has a different portion of faith, and through that faith, that's how we're gonna be saved. That's how we're gonna be delivered. Because the Most High gave us this grace period to show our faith. Because we can't keep these laws 100%. We're not justified through the law. We're gonna be justified by our faith, right? That's the only way. You know, keeping the laws 100% ain't gonna save you. Even though we say that, we still know that we gotta keep the laws and statutes and commandments to the best of our ability, the best that we can. You know, because faith without works is dead, like it says. It's not just a works. See, this is not of works, lest any man should boast. It's not just about keeping the law. It's not just about the law, the law, the law. You can't keep the law 100% and have no faith, because that's the only way we're gonna be delivered. We can't be justified by the law, only through our faith. Our faith, through the works. You know what I'm saying? Our faith with the works, Salakia. Our faith with the works is how we're gonna be delivered, man. Because also, like it says, faith without works is dead. So now let me get. Actually, I'm gonna stop it right here. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this because I did this video earlier and there was no sound, so I had to redo it. But I'm running out of time. I have to go back into work. Well, I have to go into work here soon, and but I'm gonna make one when I get out of work. I'm gonna make the part 2, so that way I can finish off this lesson. Part 2 might be longer, you know, because like I said, you know, I did this earlier, but there was no sound. It was like a 50-minute video, 40-minute video, and there was no sound, so I had to redo this whole thing. But I'm do the part 2 when I get off of work. Hopefully it'll be finished. And like I said, it's gonna be a lot longer because I still have a whole lot more I want to get into. But just for time's sake, right now I'm gonna close it out and get back with y'all tomorrow. So, you know, without further ado, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation to the Akim out there pushing his word of sincerity and truth. I hope the lesson was edifying. And to the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.